Hello, I'm Glenn Tobey. I'm a Spring Forest Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The theme of this talk is on longevity, but there's a focus on balance. Now, longevity is about living a long time, but not just for the sake of living a long time, for the purpose of going deeper, of learning more things. So always preparing your life out of balance so that your physical body and your emotional body can extend itself even further, provide no distractions, so to speak, to understand the longevity of your life, going beyond the physical years. So one way to describe our energetic body is in the image of a flock of birds. So if you've seen these small birds fly around, they fly around at the same speed, the same distance apart from each other, and the same direction. So when they twist and turn, it really looks like it's almost an organism of itself. But it's just a flock of birds flowing in a certain form. So if you look at the organs in our body like it's a flock of birds, like the energy in our body is moving at the same speed, the same direction and the same distance, but just a little differently. So each organ has a different speed, a different direction, and a different distance. So the heart has a flock of birds, the form of it looks like that physical heart you see, ordinarily you take a picture of your heart. The lungs have a different form, different speed, a different distance, a different, direction that these birds are going in. So each of your organs really has a different flock, a different movement of energy. And that energy moves in a different speed, a different direction, a different distance from each other. But this looks like lungs, and this looks like liver, this looks like kidneys, this looks like heart, this looks like stomach. So it's kind of like you have 5 flocks of birds, in your body. Energy, different forms of energy, different frequency of energy. So in balancing your body so that you have greater longevity, so that you're more clear about the ability to study deeper and to go deeper in your life into understanding some of the mysteries, some of the things that puzzle you that you couldn't get to because at this time and this time of life, this happened and that, all those things. But the pursuit of the longevity is helping your body maintain that emotional balance. So what do you do with these flocks of birds? So ordinarily out in nature, if a flock of birds are flying along and a hawk comes and flies through that flock and grabs one, for lunch, so to speak, now the flock of birds, scatters, or they're more afraid. The fear that comes into the flock of birds, into this energy, disperses kind of some of that form. So just as a hawk in the natural world would disperse some of the flock of birds, in that flock, so too in this energetic world. So the emotions have a great impact upon what the organs, what these energetic forms do for the balance of our body. And different emotions affect the body in a different way. So the liver responds to the anger and anxiety. The kidneys respond to the fear. The stomach responds to over-worrying, overthinking. The heart responds to, kind of sadness and, sorrow. And so all these organs, all these flocks of birds, all these energetic formations respond differently. So each one of these organs, these energy birds, so to speak, need a different form of energy to heal, to be balanced. So happy, the vibration of happy, helps that liver, the flock of birds, the liver energy do well, to overcome the dispersal of the anger and the anxiety energy that comes in. The kidney energy loves thankfulness, it loves gratitude, that vibration, to disperse the attack of the fear in the kidneys. The stomach loves content, that vibration of content, to overcome that overthinking, that over-worrying. The lung system really loves, that content as well. I think I made a mistake. The stomach just loves peacefulness, and then the lung system loves, that feeling of content, to overcome the sadness, that vibration of sadness. So important. All these organs in our body respond to different emotions. So then it's learning how to use those emotions more and more powerfully, more and more frequently, more and more as a way of life. Not holding on to the anger, not holding on to the sadness, not holding to that hawk that comes through our birds, but coming to that back to these higher vibrations of happy and joy and peaceful and content and thankful. These are the vibrations in our body that will help us in our longevity to go deeper into life. Thank you.